Have you ever experienced the cruelty of the cosmic joke?
It happens like this. You meet someone and the connection is instantaneous. It feels as if your soul has finally found its way home after a long lonely journey.
Your conversations flow like water.
Your silences are comfortable and for the first time in years, you feel truly seen. But then reality crashes in. Perhaps they are already married. Perhaps they live on the other side of the ocean. Perhaps one of you is ready to settle down while the other is still fighting personal demons. The logic of the world tells you to walk away. It tells you to close the door, to forget, to be rational. But your intuition screams the opposite. You feel a pull that defies logic, a sense of belonging that you cannot simply get over. This is the agonizing paradox of the right person at the wrong time. But what if I told you that, according to the depth psychology of Carl Jung, there is actually no such thing as the wrong time? What if this painful separation is not a tragic accident, but a carefully orchestrated event by your soul? Today we will explore the 5 psychological signs that this heartbreaking timing is actually destiny in disguise. To understand why you are suffering, we must first look at how we perceive time. The ancient Greeks had 2 words for time and they explain the conflict raging inside you right now. The first is chronos.
This is clock time.
It is linear, logical, and relentless. It is the calendar on your wall that says you are 30 years old. It is the societal pressure that says you should be married by now, or that you have wasted years on the wrong people.
Chronos is where your ego lives.
Your ego is obsessed with schedules, possession, and security. When you look at your situation through the lens of Chronos, it looks like a tragedy. You think, I found them too late or we missed our chance. But there is a second type of time.
Kairos. Kairos is God's time.
It is deep time. It is not about the quantity of minutes but the quality of the moment in the realm of the soul, or what Jung called the self-clocks do not exist. There is only ripeness. Carl Jung believed that the psyche seeks one thing above all else: wholeness. He called this process individuation. From this perspective, the wrong time is an illusion. Consider this. If you had met this person 5 years ago before your heart was broken by others, would you have recognized their depth? Probably not. You might have walked right past them. Conversely, if you forced a union right now while you are both still carrying unhealed baggage, you might destroy each other. The universe in its infinite wisdom often introduces us to our soulmates before we are ready to keep them. This separation is not a punishment. It is a protection. It is an incubation period designed to prepare you for a love that is too powerful for your current container to hold. So, how do you know if this is just a tragic crush or a crucial part of your soul's journey? Here are the 5 signs. Sign number 1, the mirror of projection. Often, the intense magnetic pull you feel toward this person is fueled by what Jung called projection. When you fall in love with someone who is out of reach, you are often falling in love with a missing part of yourself. This person embodies qualities that are dormant within you, your golden shadow. Maybe they represent the creative freedom you've denied yourself. Maybe they possess the emotional courage you are afraid to show. The universe has separated you physically because right now you are trying to find wholeness through them rather than in them. If you were together right now, this would not be love. It would be dependency. You would feed off their light instead of igniting your own. The pain of their absence is a demand from your soul. It is forcing you to withdraw that projection. It is saying, do not just admire this quality in them.
Cultivate it in yourself.
The timing is wrong because you still have work to do. You must become the person you are looking for. The universe waits until 2 complete individuals can meet, not 2 halves trying to make a whole.
Sign number 2, the necessary destruction and the dark night of the soul.
A true soul connection does not always bring peace. Initially, it brings a sword. This person has entered your life not to settle down with you, but to wake you up. They act as a catalyst, a lightning bolt striking the tower of your old life. Before you met them, you might have been asleep, living a life that was comfortable but not authentic. You were following the script written by society, your parents, or your fear. Then they appeared, and suddenly the life that used to satisfy you now feels empty. The job, the relationships, the routine, it all feels like a lie.
This triggers what mystics and psychologists call the dark night of the soul.
This is a period of deep existential depression and confusion.
You feel lost because your old ego structure is dying.
But the new self has not yet been born. The wrong timing is essential here. If you could simply run away with this person into the sunset, you would bypass this necessary growth. You would use them as an escape drug. By keeping them at a distance, life forces you to face the void. You are forced to dismantle the structures of your life that no longer serve you. This person is the wrecking ball you didn't know you needed.
They broke your heart to break open your ego. Sign number 3, Tema and Animus Connection.
Why is the attraction so illogical?
Why does it defy all reason?
Jung offers a profound answer. Jung taught that every man carries a feminine image within his psyche, the anima, and every woman carries a masculine image, the animus. For most of our lives, these inner figures act subconsciously. But occasionally, we meet someone in the outer world who perfectly matches this inner image. When this happens, the attraction is nuclear. Feels like you have known them for 1,000 years because in a sense you have known them inside yourself. However, the goal of this meeting is not just a romantic relationship. It is an internal marriage. The wrong timing is often a mandate to integrate your own masculine and feminine energies.
If you are a woman waiting for a man to save you or a man waiting for a woman to heal you, the universe will keep you apart.
The external distance is there to force you to turn inward.
You must learn to hold your own space to validate your own emotions to be your own partner first.
When you stop looking for thema or animus out there and find it in here, the desperate neediness fades, and paradoxically that is often when the external blockages begin to dissolve.
Sign number 4, Synchronicity.
This is perhaps the most haunting sign of all. You decide to let go.
You tell yourself, it's over.
I need to move on. You delete their number.
You focus on your work. And then the universe laughs.
You turn on the radio and their favorite obscure song is playing. You walk down the street and you see their name on a billboard. You look at the clock and it is 11:11 or their birth date. You dream of them with vivid hyperreal clarity, and the next day you feel their energy as if they are standing next to you. Jung called this synchronicity. Meaningful coincidences that cannot be explained by cause and effect. In a seemingly wrong time scenario, synchronicity is a lifeline. It is the universe's way of winking at you. It is a reminder that while you are separated in the physical world of Chronos, you are inextricably linked in the timeless world of the unconscious. These signs are not meant to drive you crazy, though they often do. They are meant to help you keep the faith. They are confirmation that the connection is real, that the story isn't over, and that the bond exists beyond the limitations of time and space.
Sign number 5, Decisi, the Divine Union.
The final sign that this is destiny is a profound shift in how you love them. In the beginning, your love was likely possessive. It was full of eros. You wanted them, you needed them, and you suffered because you couldn't have them. You bargained with God to change the timing. But as time passes in this separation, something miraculous happens. The suffering begins to transmute into gratitude. You reach a point where you stop asking, "Why aren't you here?" and start saying thank you for existing. You realize that their happiness is more important than your possession of them. You love them enough to let them go, to let them live their life, even if it doesn't include you.
This is agape unconditional transcendent love. This is Decisi, the Divine Union.
This is the ultimate paradox of the Jungian journey.
You only truly possess what you are willing to set free.
When you reach this state of non-attachment, you have passed the test. You have stopped fighting reality. You have accepted the wrong time. And often it is exactly in this moment of total surrender that the energy shifts. By removing the pressure of your need, you clear the space for destiny to finally unfold. So what should you do now? If you recognize these signs, you are not the victim of a cruel accident. You are an initiate in a profound spiritual process. The timing is not wrong. It is simply not yet. But this does not mean you should sit by the window and wait. Jungian psychology advocates for active participation in your own life. Do not put your life on hold. Do not leave an empty chair at your table for a ghost.
This is the time for active waiting. Build your life.
Pursue your passions.
Heal your childhood traumas.
Become the person you were meant to be. Tend to your own garden. If this person is truly your destiny, they will eventually find their way back to you. And when they do, they will be welcomed into a garden that is in full bloom, not a wasteland of waiting. Or perhaps even more beautifully, you will become so whole, so complete in yourself that the specific outcome no longer matters.
You will attract all of that reflects your new vibration.
Whether it is them returning as a healed person or someone new who meets you at this higher level.
Trust the timing of your life.
The universe does not make mistakes. As the old saying goes, what is meant for you will not pass you by. If this message found you at the exact moment you needed to hear it, please like this video. It helps the algorithm guide other lost souls to this sanctuary. And if you are ready to dive deeper into the mysteries of your own psychology and find peace in the chaos, subscribe to our channel and join this community of seekers. Finally, I want to hear from you. Are you currently struggling through the dark night, or have you begun to see the synchronicities? Share your story below. Or if you are ready to stop fighting and start flowing, simply comment the words, "I trust." Let that be your declaration to the universe today.